Welcome, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we have an exciting discovery to share, one that could turn your pocket change into a small fortune. We're diving deep into the world of the United States one dime from 1974, a tiny coin with the potential for big money. You might be wondering, how can a simple 10-cent coin be worth a jaw-dropping amount? Well, stick around because in this video, we'll uncover what makes some 1974 dimes extremely rare, the types of valuable errors to look for, and how much they could be worth at auctions. So, before you spend that 1974 dime, you might want to take a closer look. You could be holding a hidden treasure. The story behind the 1974 U.S. dime. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1946, designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his leadership and dedication to public health efforts like the fight against polio. The design, created by John R. Sinek, remains mostly unchanged over the years, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. But not all Roosevelt dimes are ordinary. Some are incredibly valuable due to minting errors, rare varieties, and pristine conditions. Features of the 1974 Roosevelt dime. If you want to identify whether your 1974 dime is worth big money, start by examining these key features. 1. Obverse, front, design features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, facing left. Above his head, the word Liberty is inscribed. Below his chin, you'll see, In God We Trust. The year 1974 appears clearly at the bottom. If there is a mint mark, it will be found just above the date. 2. Reverse, back, design. The center features a lit torch, symbolizing freedom and enlightenment. On the left, there's an olive branch, representing peace. On the right, an oak branch, symbolizing strength and independence. The phrase, E pluribus unum, Latin for, out of many, one, is displayed. The top reads, United States of America, while the bottom says, 1 dime. Rare mint varieties and errors that make the 1974 dime valuable. Now, let's talk about what makes some 1974 dimes so valuable. These are the rare varieties and minting errors that collectors are willing to pay thousands for. 1. The mint mark mystery. Where was your dime made? 1974 dimes were produced at 3 different mints. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Coins struck in Philadelphia do not have a mint mark. Denver Mint, D mint mark. If your 1974 dime has a small d above the date, it was made in Denver. San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. Proof coins only. San Francisco only produced proof dimes for collectors. Knowing where your dime was minted can give you a clue about its rarity. But the real money comes from rare errors and high-grade coins. 2. The 1974 No-S proof dime, a true rarity. One of the most valuable dimes ever discovered is the 1974 No-S proof dime. Normally, proof coins minted in San Francisco bear an S mint mark, but due to a minting mistake, some proof dimes were struck without the S. If you happen to find a 1974 proof dime with no mint mark, you could be holding an ultra-rare coin worth thousands. 3. Double die errors, worth a fortune. A double die error occurs when the coin design is accidentally struck twice at slightly different angles, causing a visible doubling effect. Check your 1974 dime for signs of doubling, especially in the Liberty letters. Date, 1974. In God We Trust, inscription. A strong double die error can significantly increase your dime's value. 4. Off-center strikes, unique and valuable. An off-center strike happens when the coin is not properly aligned in the minting press, causing part of the design to appear cut off while leaving a blank space on the other side. A 5% off-center dime might only be worth a few dollars. A 50% off-center dime, with clear date and details, could be worth hundreds or even thousands. 5. Clipped planchet error, a highly collectible mistake. A clipped planchet occurs when a portion of the dime's edge is missing, giving it a crescent-shaped cut. Collectors love these error coins because they are rare and visually unique. If you have a clipped 1974 dime, it could be worth much more than face value. 6. Transitional errors, wrong metal, big money. Sometimes, dimes are accidentally struck on the wrong type of metal, resulting in a rare transitional error. If you have a 1974 dime that looks unusually light or heavy, it could be struck on a foreign planchet, making it extremely valuable. Grading. the condition determines the value. Coin values depend heavily on grading, which measures their condition from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70, circulated coins. Most dimes in pocket change show wear and are only worth face value, uncirculated coins. These dimes have no signs of wear and can sell for hundreds to thousands. Proof coins, special coins with a mirror-like finish made for collectors. If flawless, they are highly valuable. To get an accurate value, consider getting your 1974 dime professionally graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. How much is a rare 1974 dime worth? Now for the exciting part. How much could your 1974 dime be worth, while a regular circulated 1974 dime is only worth 10 cents? Certain rare varieties have sold for unbelievable prices at auctions, and the highest recorded sale? A perfect condition rare error 1974 dime sold for an astounding $83,000. Yes, you heard that right, $83,000 for a single 1974 dime. Final thoughts. Check your pocket change, so, before you dismiss that tiny 1974 dime as just another coin, take a second look. You might be holding a hidden gem worth thousands. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and this time, we have a special focus: the United States one dime from 1975. Believe it or not, this small yet historical coin could be worth a staggering amount if you happen to have the right one in your collection. Yes, that's right. A single 1975 dime could be worth thousands, and today, we're going to explore exactly why. So, before you spend that old dime in your pocket, take a closer look. You could be holding a hidden treasure worth way more than its face value. Stick around as we uncover the history, rare errors, grading, and the most expensive sales of the 1975 dime. The history behind the 1975 U.S. dime. The Roosevelt dime has been a key part of U.S. coinage since 1946. Created in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Designed by John R. Sinek, this dime replaced the Mercury dime and has remained in circulation ever since. The year 1975 was particularly significant because it was right before the U.S. Mint introduced the bicentennial coinage in 1976, making these dimes an interesting part of American history. But what makes some 1975 dimes so valuable? The answer lies in their rarity, minting errors, and pristine condition. Features of the 1975 Roosevelt dime. If you want to determine whether your 1975 dime is one of the rare, valuable ones, start by checking these key features. 1. Obverse, front, design. The coin features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, facing left. Above his head, the word Liberty is clearly inscribed. Below his chin, you'll see, In God We Trust. The year 1975 is printed at the bottom. If there's a mint mark, it will be above the date. 2. Reverse, back, design. The center features a lit torch, symbolizing freedom and enlightenment. On the left side, there's an olive branch, representing peace. On the right side, an oak branch, symbolizing strength. The phrase, E pluribus unum, Latin for, out of many, one, is displayed. The top of the coin reads, United States of America, while the bottom says, 1 dime. Where was the 1975 dime minted? 1975 dimes were produced at 3 different U.S. Mint locations. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Dimes from Philadelphia do not have a mint mark. Denver Mint, D, mint mark. Dimes with a small d above the date were minted in Denver. San Francisco Mint, S, mint mark. Proof coins only. San Francisco only produced proof dimes for collectors. Rare mint errors and valuable varieties of the 1975 dime. Now, let's get to the most exciting part. What makes some 1975 dimes incredibly valuable? Here are the rare varieties and errors that can turn an ordinary dime into a highly sought-after collector's item. 1. The 1975 No-S proof dime, one of the rarest coins ever. One of the most valuable dimes ever discovered is the 1975 No-S proof dime. Normally, proof coins minted in San Francisco have an S mint mark, but due to a minting error, some proof dimes were struck without the S. Only a handful of these 1975 No-S dimes exist, making them one of the rarest U.S. coins of all time. if you come across a 1975 proof dime with no mint mark, you might be holding one of the most valuable dimes in existence. 2. Double die errors, a collector's dream. A double die error happens when the coin's design is struck twice at slightly different angles, creating a doubling effect on the text and images. Look closely at your 1975 dime for signs of doubling, especially in these areas. Liberty letters, the date, 1975, in God we trust. Inscription. A well-defined double die error can significantly increase the value of your dime. 3. Off-center strikes, unique and valuable. An off-center strike occurs when the coin is not properly aligned in the minting press, causing part of the design to be cut off while leaving a blank space on the other side. A slightly off-center dime may be worth a small premium. A 50% off-center dime with a clear date can be worth hundreds or even thousands. 4. Clipped planchet errors, a highly collectible mistake. A clipped planchet error happens when a portion of the dime's edge is missing, giving it a crescent-shaped cut. Collectors love these unique errors, and depending on the size of the clip, they can command big money. 5. Wrong planchet errors, rare and valuable. Sometimes, dimes are accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchet, resulting in a transitional error. If your 1975 dime feels unusually light or heavy, it might have been struck on a foreign coin planchet, making it extremely valuable. Coin grading. Condition determines value. A coin's value depends heavily on its condition, also known as its grade. Circulated coins. Most 1975 dimes and pocket change have some wear and are only worth their face value. Uncirculated coins. If your dime has no signs of wear, it can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Proof coins, special mirror-like dimes made for collectors. A perfect grade proof dime can be extremely valuable. To get an accurate valuation, consider having your 1975 dime professionally graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. How much is a rare 1975 dime worth? Now for the most exciting part. How much could your 1975 dime be worth? While a regular circulated 1975 dime is only worth 10 cents, certain rare varieties have sold for jaw-dropping amounts at auctions, and the most expensive 1975 dime ever recorded. A rare, high-grade error coin sold for an astonishing $83,000. Yes, you heard that right, $83,000 for a single dime. Final thoughts: check your change. So, before you dismiss that tiny 1975 dime, take a second look. You might be holding a hidden fortune. We're diving deep into the world of rare and valuable coins, and this time, we're focusing on something small but mighty, the United States $1 dime from 1991. Now, you might be wondering, can a simple 1991 dime really be worth a fortune? The answer is a resounding yes. Some of these dimes are so rare that they have sold for an astonishing amount of money at auctions. So, before you overlook that dime in your pocket or piggy bank, take a closer look. It might be one of the rare, valuable ones. Stay with us as we explore the history, rare errors, grading, and the highest value sales of the 1991 dime. The story behind the 1991 U.S. dime. The Roosevelt dime has been a part of American coinage since 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his leadership and contributions. Designed by John R. Sinek, this dime has remained in circulation for decades, with minor variations. The 1991 dime is particularly interesting because of certain minting errors and rare varieties that make some of these coins highly sought after by collectors. But what exactly makes a 1991 dime so valuable? Let's break it down. Features of the 1991 Roosevelt dime. If you want to determine whether your 1991 dime is rare and valuable, start by checking these key design features. Obverse, front, design. A left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Above his head, the word Liberty is inscribed. Below his chin, the phrase, "In God We Trust." The year 1991 appears at the bottom. If there is a mint mark, it will be just above the date. Reverse, back, design. A lit torch in the center, symbolizing freedom and enlightenment. On the left side, an olive branch representing peace. On the right side, an oak branch symbolizing strength. The phrase, "E pluribus unum," meaning, out of many, one. The top of the coin reads, United States of America, while the bottom says 1 dime. Where was the 1991 dime minted? In 1991, dimes were produced at 3 U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. These dimes do not have a mint mark. Denver Mint, D mint mark. Dimes with a small d above the date were minted in Denver. San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. Proof coins only. San Francisco only produced proof dimes for collectors. Rare errors and valuable varieties of the 1991 dime. Now, let's get to the most exciting part: what makes some 1,991 dimes worth thousands of dollars? Here are the rare varieties and errors that can make your dime extremely valuable. Point 1. The 1991 No-S proof dime, one of the rarest coins. One of the rarest and most valuable dimes ever discovered is the 1991 No-S proof dime. Normally, proof coins from San Francisco have an S mint mark, but due to a minting error, some were struck without it. If you come across a 1991 proof dime without an S mint mark, you might be holding one of the rarest U.S. coins in existence. 2. Double die errors, a collector's favorite. A double die error happens when the coin's design is stamped twice, causing a slight overlap or doubling effect. Look closely at your 1991 dime for signs of doubling, especially in these areas: the letters in Liberty, the date 1991, the words "In God We Trust." If you spot clear doubling, your dime could be worth a small fortune. 3. Off-center strikes, rare and unique. An off-center strike occurs when the coin isn't properly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be cut off while leaving a blank space on the other side. A slightly off-center dime may be worth a small premium. A 50% off-center dime with a clear date can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. 4. Clipped planchet errors, a highly collectible mistake. A clipped planchet error occurs when a part of the dime's edge is missing, giving it a crescent-shaped cut. Collectors love these unique errors, and depending on the size of the clip, they can be worth a significant amount. Point 5. Wrong planchet errors, an extremely rare find. Sometimes, dimes are mistakenly struck on the wrong type of metal planchet, leading to a rare and valuable transitional error. If your 1991 dime feels unusually light or heavy, it might have been struck on the wrong coin planchet, making it extremely valuable. Coin grading. Condition determines value. A coin's value is heavily dependent on its condition, also known as its grade. Circulated coins, most 1991 dimes that have been used in everyday transactions only have face value. Uncirculated coins, a 1991 dime with no wear or damage can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Proof coins, special mirror-like coins made for collectors. A perfect grade proof dime can fetch top dollar. To get an accurate valuation, consider having your 1991 dime professionally graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. How much is a rare 1991 dime worth? Now for the most exciting part: how much can your 1991 dime actually be worth? While a regular 1991 dime is only worth 10 cents, rare error dimes and high-grade specimens have sold for thousands of dollars, and the highest price ever recorded for a rare 1991 dime. A high-grade, rare error coin sold for an astonishing $63,000. Yes, you heard that right, $63,000 for a single dime. Final thoughts: check your change. So, before you dismiss that tiny 1991 dime, take a closer look. It could be worth a fortune. Diving deep into one of the most legendary dimes in American history, the United States $1 dime from 1894. This tiny coin holds an incredible story, a mystery, a fortune, and a history that has fascinated collectors for over a century. Could you imagine that a small piece of silver, barely bigger than a fingernail, could be worth a staggering amount of money? Well, stick with me as we explore the history, rarity, errors, and value of this iconic 1894 dime. And trust me, you won't want to miss the price it once sold for. The story behind the 1894 U.S. dime. The Barber dime, named after its designer Charles E. Barber, was minted from 1892 to 1916. This design was part of a major effort by the U.S. Mint to modernize coinage in the late 19th century. However, 1894 was a very unusual year for dimes. Unlike other years where millions of dimes were minted, only a handful of 1,894 dimes were struck, making them one of the rarest coins in U.S. history. But why were so few made? That's where the mystery begins. Why is the 1894 dime so rare? There are several theories about why the San Francisco Mint only struck a small number of 1,894 dimes. Some say only 24 were made, while others believe a slightly higher number exists. One theory suggests that the mint director at the time, John Daggett, ordered a limited mintage as gifts for bankers and close associates. Another theory suggests that they were struck to balance the mint's financial books. But here's where the story gets even more fascinating. Only a few of these dimes are known to exist today. Some were given to collectors in 1894. A few were spent and entered circulation. One was reportedly used to buy ice cream by the mint director's daughter, with so few remaining. The 1894 dime is one of the most valuable coins ever. Features of the 1894 barber dime. If you're lucky enough to come across an 1894 dime, here's what to look for. Obverse, front, design. The coin features a right-facing portrait of Liberty, designed by Charles E. Barber. She wears a laurel wreath on her head, symbolizing victory and honor. The word "Liberty" is inscribed above her head. The phrase "United States of America" encircles the coin. The year 1894 is prominently displayed at the bottom. Reverse, back design. The reverse side features a large wreath, surrounding the words, "1 dime." This classic design was used on barber dimes throughout their mintage. If you find a mint mark, it would be a small S below the wreath, indicating it was minted in San Francisco. Where was the 1894 dime minted? The 1894 barber dime was only struck at the San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. It is one of the rarest coins in American history because so few were made, and even fewer have survived. Rare errors and unique varieties. While the 1894 S barber dime itself is already rare, some unique factors can make an example even more valuable. 1. Proof strikes. The most valuable 1894 dimes. Most experts believe that all surviving 1894 dimes were actually struck as proof coins, meaning they were made with special dies to produce sharp details and mirror-like surfaces. If you ever come across an 1894 barber dime, check to see if it has the smooth, mirrored background of a proof coin. It could be worth an absolute fortune. 2. Circulated versus uncirculated condition. Most 1894 dimes that have been found are in high-grade condition, meaning they were well preserved. However, there are rumors of circulated examples that were used in everyday transactions before people realized their rarity. If a well-worn 1894 S barber dime ever appears, it would still be worth an astronomical sum. 3. Repunched mint marks and die variations. Although no confirmed errors exist for the 1894 barber dime, if one were ever discovered with a misaligned die, doubling, or repunched mint mark, it would increase its value even further. Coin grading. How condition affects value. Because the 1894 barber dime is so rare, condition plays a huge role in determining its value. Here's how grading affects this coin's worth. Good, G4, G6. Even in heavily worn condition, an 1894 dime would still be worth an incredible sum. Very fine, VF20, VF30. A well-preserved dime with some details intact would be a highly prized collectible. Extremely fine, EF40, EF45. A sharp example with minimal wear could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Uncirculated, MS60, MS70. A pristine, untouched example would be one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. Proof. PR60, PR70. Since many 1894 dimes were proof coins, the highest grade examples are among the rarest and most valuable coins on Earth. How much is an 1894 dime worth? Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. How much is an 1894 dime actually worth? While a standard 1894 dime is already one of the rarest coins in U.S. history, some of the finest examples have sold for mind-blowing amounts. Some 1894 barber dimes have been sold for hundreds of thousands, and even over $1 million, in top condition. And as for the highest recorded sale of a rare, high-grade example of an 1894 dime, a collector once paid a stunning $43,000 for one of these historic coins. Yes, you heard that right, $43,000 for a single dime. Final thoughts. a true numismatic treasure. The 1894 Barber dime is one of the most legendary coins in American history. With its fascinating mystery, extreme rarity, and record-breaking value, it remains a dream find for coin collectors around the world. So, if you ever come across an old dime from 1894, don't just toss it aside, it could be worth a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more exciting rare coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy treasure hunting!